Hey guys, James with Skyline Design here, and today we're going to go from this to this.
Now, I know what you're thinking. Am I just watching a guy clean up his shop? And the simple answer to that is well, yes. But what you don't see is a guy who is transforming his shop to better serve his needs. I also have another motive. Well, a few for that matter. My shop was a complete disaster, which was not only unsafe, but not very pleasant to work in, or very appealing to the viewers that I'm attempting to show them how to do something. And two, this gave me an opportunity to learn how to edit videos. This process will get better with time, I'm sure, so please be gentle with tearing me a new one in the comments below.
Alright, so I should explain what we're doing. And this is where I keep a bucket. You can't really see it but it's right there. And that bucket is where I take all of my cut off pieces from the table saw and I toss them in there. And then this is what happens when you neglect to get rid of it. So there's a lot of good stuff in here that I can keep, but when I'm working quickly, I just toss everything. And then I'll eventually go through it and get the good pieces out and get rid of all the scrap stuff. Okay, so we're having a little bit of a dilemma. What we did was, if you could see it, right back over here, we drew two different layouts because I'm thinking about rearranging the shop. And realistically, this is becoming my biggest problem, is trying to figure out where I could put this. I thought about moving this over here, right there into this corner, and it's going to be tight. So my goal is to create a mechanical area over here that also allows room for me to get full sheets of plywood through my table saw, which I don't do that often, but I do. And then have all my woodworking stuff on that side, and it's not really working out. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to start moving stuff and see what happens, and we're going to go from there. So I've been uploading information to Instagram, so if you're following me over there, great. If not, why not? So we drew up a couple different options for how the shop was going to lay out, and it's very important that I'm able to fit a full vehicle in here, because that's one of the things I want to get into, is starting to work on vehicles, or at least showing you guys how to work on vehicles. So I did a couple different versions, and I'm not really sure that either one of them are going to work, just because of the way that the door is set up there, the windows, things are set up. I just don't want it to be too crowded. But this is my shop if you've never seen it, and I will do a shop tour eventually. But it's just really inefficient. A lot of things were just temporary solutions that I had, and that's kind of became more of a permanent fix. But for now, now I'm committed. So now we are going to get this thing fixed up right, and we're going to set it up properly where I could have my mechanical section over here and then woodworking stuff over there. Okay, so as you can see, we got the toolbox in place, we got the light removed, we got the table in here, and now I just hooked up the refrigerator just so it didn't go bad or stink. So what I need to do now is get the table situated where I want it on that wall so I know where to put that cabinet. So currently the only clean area, minus this, don't worry about that, is right here. So unfortunately, I gotta mess it all up by moving all this stuff out of the way, getting this sheet goods placed in front of this toolbox so I can rearrange these tools that are back there that you can't see. My goal is to clean up this area right here in the center of my shop, because I think that this is where I'm going to store all of my sheet goods when I build a sheet goods storage area. So I think that that's going to be the best place to put them so I can get access to them, and also so it doesn't stick too far off the wall, so I can bring a vehicle from in here directly in. Okay guys, today is either day 3 or day 4. I honestly can't remember. It's one of those days. Last thing I did was I moved this cabinet from over there to over here. I removed the doors. I installed the shelf and I loaded it up. That's the last thing that I remember doing. However, the shop is still a nightmare. And with the magic of video editing, my table's clean. And the fact that I turned my camera off and forgot to turn it back on. I'm just kidding, it's over there. I moved everything on that table over there. For now, this is the stuff that I'm keeping. And then the rest of the stuff that was trash or whatnot went into the trash can. So now I'm going to work on this bench, this bucket system here, because it's not really, it doesn't really make sense. But I'm going to go through this, get all the stuff out of it. I know this is all good material, so I'm going to try to find a home for it for now. Get rid of these because I'm not going to be using them, because I'm going to be building a lumber storage with bins on it, or built into it. So that's going to go there. And then this is going to be out of here. The trash will be out of here. These tools can go back home. I'm going to try to work on this specific to stay on my table saw as my dust collection for that solely, so it won't move. I'm going to move my drill press for now. It's going to be a little awkward not having it to use, but I'm just going to get it out of the way, probably put it back over here, and start kind of just tidying up the rest of it, and I think we're almost done.